and welcome to the Future Desk with Emly Labs AI Academy, the space where we explore ideas, innovations, and insights shaping the future of learning and careers. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that is becoming more important than ever: AI and financial literacy. To help us explore this, we are pleased to have with us a truly distinguished guest, Dr. Bilal Pandow. Dr. Bilal Pandow is a respected academician in finance and a PhD in capital markets. His work has made a meaningful impact in bridging the gap between complex financial concepts and everyday understanding. Today, we'll explore how financial literacy is evolving in the age of AI and how students can make the smarter money decisions using technology, and what the future holds at the intersection of finance and artificial intelligence. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam, Hina.
Welcome to the Future Desk with Emly Labs AI Academy. It's great to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure equally to be with you over here.
Most welcome. So I want to begin my conversation by asking that since you have been deeply involved in the finance literacy since years, so how do you see the importance of financial education evolving in the AI-driven world today?
First, thank you for asking this wonderful question, and it's so relevant in today's times. Financial literacy has always been a life skill.
Right.
And now in the age of AI, what is happening is that it's now no more an optional, it's becoming a survival skill. And because of this AI thing, what is happening is that financial literacy has changed its landscape in terms of the way we look at it. It's no more about only knowing things which is savings, to know about savings and budgeting, but it has a lot more to do with lots of other things. And with this in mind, you need to know that AI is altogether changing the way we earn, the way we spend, the way we save, and the way we invest, or even the way we borrow. So it has changed altogether. And so that means that we have to look now at financial literacy differently, right. Keeping that into mind. But given that, what we need to be aware about is that financial literacy has not to be looked at the ultimate thing. It cannot replace the professionalism or the professional financial discipline. But what it can do is that you can take financial advices, and it has made it very easier. But at the same time, I'll also say that don't blindly trust AI outputs, and that makes it that you have to have that critical thinking skill,
right?
To see that differentiate between this, so that's why we say that financial knowledge is important. Because you are to distinguish between the good advice and poor advice. I'll not say the bad, but I'll say the poor advice. Hina, when you talked about AI, so what is happening is that because of the AI, so as I said to you, it's not traditionally that only we need to know about the savings and budgetings. It has to do with digital payments. So one has to understand now, upgrade their knowledge.
Exactly.
So in terms of digital payments, it has to do with the online frauds that's happening. Cybersecurity, you have to be aware about the cybersecurity.
Yes.
You have to be aware about the data privacy that we're talking about. And then also you have to know about the simulations that is happening. So we can have, rather than investing directly, so we can have simulated investments
to show you the output.
So rather than directly jumping into the investments.
Right.
And also there is a responsible way of borrowing. So AI helps in that way, lots of things. But given that AI should be at the same time, so it should not take away your human judgmental value. So it's not there to replace you.
It is there to guide you,
It's there to
assist
guide
you.
absolutely, and assist you rather than just take out your judgment. So that's what it makes it more important.
Right. Sir, with AI tools increasingly becoming accessible, how do you think that they are changing the way, especially they are changing the way for individuals, especially students, to make and learn financial decisions?
Okay, so what is happening is, is that AI has made learning change in terms of, it has personalized learnings.
Right.
And it has, so what's happening is that the way it has, how I would say it, that made it interactive, more interactive. It has made it more personalized and than ever before. So learning has transformed, and then now AI, because of the AI, students can ask anything. To students can ask anything related financial concepts to, and it will make it very in a very simple language for them. So it will break down the concepts and make it very simpler for them to understand. But given that, I'll again stress on that the students should verify and verify the information whatever is being provided by the AI, and at the same time they should also cross-check the information from the official sources, multiple sources, so you cannot rely
On a single
on a
source.
single source. And I'll also suggest that students should be like understand the reason behind. So the financial advice or the financial concepts that they're making it simpler should then understand why AI is giving them that output.
Kind of a response, that kind of an output.
So that has to be understood.
Right.
Because if you don't understand that, then you will not be able to give them the proper prompts. So you'll not be able to understand why they're suggesting like this. So that way, that has transformed. And also what's happening is, as I told you, like AI has transformed the learnings because of more personalization. So means like the learning will happen at a pace the student wants to learn.
It to be self-paced learning. It's called
Self-paced learning. So, and each student have different needs, different pace of learning. So with this AI, that can be done.
Exactly.
So that will make it easier. AI can help them in terms of again because if you tell students to invest, so rather than investing directly, so what they can do is we can have simulators, and then they can invest there and see the simulations, what kind of the results and other things. So that way AI has altogether transformed the way we are looking at learning now. See, in financial decisions, one thing needs to be understood, and which is that we are dealing with the humans. So what needs to be taken into consideration is human values, ethics, empathy, and the patience. So you're dealing with the humans, and it is like finally the human decision that humans have to take. And that's why it becomes more essential now to have critical thinking. So that's why I'm again and again stressing on that critical thinking has to be there, and it's going to be essential and paramount importance in future. So you cannot rely 100% blindly, completely on what AI is giving you, especially in financial advices.
So I want to know for young learners and college students, what are some smart ways by which they can use AI responsibly when it comes to managing money, budgeting, or even early investing?
I would recommend four critical these skills that students of nowadays should have. So one is to have budgeting. So you need to have the budgets, create and monitor your monthly budgets. Second is to use AI for understanding these financial concepts. So one I told you about to create these
Budget.
budgets and monitor your monthly these spendings. Then second is about to understand these financial concepts before you take a financial decisions. So AI is going to help you in that. The third one is that you need to have simulated environment while people will invest, and then they
Know the
will
outcome already
outcomes
beforehand.
already. So you need to fit in the market settings. So what is right now the market settings, and then based on that they'll have. And the fourth one, which is important, is that you can use AI for comparing different products. So like for example, bank accounts. So which are the different bank accounts that are being operated, different insurance products, different, like for example, as a student, you might be applying for the student loan. Educational loans. So you can use AI for comparing them across the banking industry in your region. And then also what it needs to be done is that after you get the output from the AI, so what you need to cross check, verify these through these banks. So you need to go to their banking website, or maybe visit them and see that the information that has been provided
Is whether it's valid
whether it
or
is
not.
valid or not. So that way that becomes it. That way AI can help you, students especially in these domains, 4 domains.
Sir, you have authored books like A to Z of Finance and Money Villa for Kids. I want to ask, what actually inspired you to simplify finance for young minds?
Thank you for asking this, because that's really very I am passionate about talking about. This whole motivation came from a very simple observation, and that simple observation that where that children's we teach them mathematics, we teach them science, we
English.
teach them different languages at early age. And rarely we teach them finance, how money works. So there is like the catch, and there is what I thought about is, why don't we start with financial literacy? So if we can do it other like domains. Why don't we do it in financial literacy as well? And that's what was my motivation. And then I started with my 2 books, which were A to Z of Finance for Children and Money Villa, Learn to be Money Smart. So both of these books, what I have tried to do is simplify the financial concepts, and at the same time used a pedagogy method of storytelling. So storytelling by having beautiful illustrations, and then age appropriate language I have used. So all these things have tried, what I have tried to do is make it easier for the children to understand. And that's something that really I am really
Passionate about.
Yeah, passionate. Not I was like thinking of like using the word satisfied, but then I'm trying to do that, and that's what I'm trying to do it in future as well.
So would you like to discuss about some challenge that you have faced, while marketing these books? Something that you'd like to share with us.
Okay. What happened is, because since I'm from Kashmir itself, so what I did is before even writing these books, I implemented it way back in my home. My daughter, Hur Fatima, who was that time 3+. And I said, like, before I go out, why don't I start experimenting it at my own home? And it went well. In 10-15 days, I could see that she had memorized A to Z. And then I tried it with my relatives. I tried it with my friends, their kids. And it went, alhamdulillah, very well. Then that motivated me. Okay, now it's working. I write a book. And then it was really very challenging in terms of, because I worked with a local publisher over here. It took us a great deal of time for illustrations, age-appropriate illustrations, use the terms, use the definitions. But after like almost a year of struggle and other things, we got this published. And then when it was published, I reached out to the schools over here get it included in the curriculum. I would wish that that happens at some point of the time in future, but all I was like at that time is make it as a supplementary reading. But then the challenge which I understand as schools they face is there are lots of books that they need to already teach. So why we need to do is one more, and I tried to tell them like it's a very critical life skill you should have. And the struggle still continues. I convinced 5 schools. There it's being used as a supplementary reading, but still a lot long more to go. I'm yet to. I tried. My book is now available in these government libraries. The government has taken an initiative and reached me. So in government libraries, my books is available. Similarly, I wanted to reach out to as many schools over here. That was my approach over here. But I'm based out in Middle East. In Middle East, I'm also doing the same things. I have reached out to the Ministry of Education out there, reached out to the schools, lots of schools. Some schools have actually shown interest and somehow like made it available in their libraries. But still, as I said, like work is ever going. I'm finding it challenging to make them understand. But then, yeah, that's just how it is. I'm passionate about it and I'm doing it to whatever extent I can do that.
Great. Sir, the closing thought that is coming to my mind and that I want to discuss with you is that looking ahead, what kind of key skills our future generation should focus on in order to remain, financially aware, financially independent in this AI-powered future?
Okay. Mainly what I'll say is like for the young ones, especially the students or the younger children. So what they should be doing is that right from the beginning they should make it a habit to have monthly budgets along with their saving plans. And they can use AI to help, to take help from and use also monthly saving patterns so that they will see that what goal they have to achieve. So for example, I have to purchase maybe a number of books of my own, or I need to go and pay this tuition fees. So you need to have that goal, and then accordingly you will ask AI what kind of the savings I should have. So that kind of the things. And second is that AI can help you in terms of comparing the products, which I already told you. AI can help you in simulating these markets where you can then invest. And then also you need to have, when you have all these things, you need to have that critical mindset. So I'm again reiterating the fact that don't rely and think that AI is an authority. AI is not an authority, it's just a tool to help you. So means like you have to at each stage, at each these steps, verify it and then start implementing it and then take the financial decisions. Now what I am seeing future is that with financial literacy combined with AI literacy. So what AI is going to do is it's going to make you a smarter consumer. But with financial literacy, if you combine, it's going to make you wiser. So if you combine both financial literacy and AI literacy, so you are going to develop wiser and responsible citizens.
Right.
So we are not no more. So what we are having is we are keeping the pace with the technology. So financial education has to be taken to the next level. It has not to be like kept it what we have traditionally been, limiting it to understanding the deeper concepts of the financial, which is okay, true, you need to learn. But at the same time, we have to see now what's happening overall because of the AI. So you need to combine both AI literacy and financial education, then you can have your future secure, where you are well to do enough in terms of technology, and at the same time you are making confident financial decisions in future as well.
Thank you so much for joining us, sir, today. It was great to hear from you, and it was great that you shared so much invaluable thoughts with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hina, for having me. And it was really pleasure to discuss with you the topic which we deliberated and discussed about is future of education and the future of the personal finance. And that's I'm really, very passionate about it. And I'm again thankful to you that you gave me a chance to talk about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. That brings us to the end of today's insightful conversation. Thank you for tuning in to Future Desk with Emly Labs AI Academy. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and stay future ready.